Hello! Hey everybody, it's Kevin here from Happy Bird Games, and today we're checking out something that is a first for my channel, and that is a Famicom game. Yes, a Nintendo Famicom game. But Kevin, you don't have a Nintendo Famicom. But I do have a Nintendo NES, and I also have this new thing that came out last month, the Hyperkin 60 to 72 pin adapter for the NES, which allows you to play Famicom games on your Nintendo NES. You just insert a Famicom game like that to the top, turn it sideways, insert that bad boys into your NES, and you're good to go playing some Japanese Famicom games on your US or North American NES system. Now, the game that we're playing today is based on my favorite movie of all time, and that is Jim Henson's Labyrinth. Yes, the film starring David Bowie. Now, this is really interesting because this game is based on an English movie, but it's only available in Japanese. There is a fan translation as well as a fans translated NES cart that you can find online. But I stuck with the original Famicom edition of Labyrinth. Let's check this game out for the first time today on Happy Bird Games. Alright guys, it's time to enter the labyrinth on Famicom. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's just like the music from the movie too. It's like a perfect 8-bit like chippy tune rendition of the music from the movie. Even the title screen music was from the movie too. You see, I have no idea what this says, but maybe I'll be able to find a translation later on, and if I do a review, then I'll let you know what it says, of course. Okay, here we go. Gameplay. So I guess I'm playing as Sarah, a little like chibi cartoon version of her, of course. I've got the B button doesn't do anything, and A button is throw rocks. I think they're rocks. Throwing stuff. Got these annoying fairies, which were in the start of the movie, if you remember that. I guess these are the only enemies here, and we're in outside the labyrinth, I believe. I just watched the movie about a month ago, so it's pretty fresh in my memory. I think that's around the time I bought this game, but I haven't gotten into the game yet. This is actually my first time really trying the game. There's a pond there. Kind of looks like the fairy pond from Zelda where you get healed. So now we've got the cast of characters from the film, the side characters. You've got Hoggle the dwarf, you've got Ludo, and you've got Didymus, who rides the dog. And I'm gonna choose Ludo because I like Ludo the most. I think I give him a heart, because I picked up a heart, so I give him a heart. Now what I've read online is that once you give a character like 3 hearts, then you get to use them as a sidekick, so they get activated that way. Now the interesting thing about this game is, when I'm getting hit, here I'll get hit just to show you, look up at the time on the top right of the screen. When you get hit, you lose time. So what we're trying to do is solve the labyrinth within a certain amount of time, just like in the movie. So it's a race against time, and there's ways to add more time to that time clock counter. You've also got a score at the top, which I'm not too worried about right now. I'm just kind of trying to find the way into the labyrinth, which should be up here because there's the labyrinth walls. There's a doorway. Let's open it somehow. If I could figure that out, that'd be great. These fairies are really pesky. Okay, we just kind of walk into it. Oh my gosh, this is so cool! The music transitions into like something that you would hear at this part of the movie too. Oh, no way! No way! They have the characters from the movie that are in the appropriate spots from the movie. This is too cool. You've got the worm here, which is like, hello, I said hello. And he like, I'll invite you in for tea and the missus. Meet the missus. And it's this little worm who, gives her a way to get into the labyrinth. Essentially. I mean, there's more to it than that in the movie, but, okay, that's exactly what happened here. So we've got new enemies here, which are kind of scary. It's hard to tell if they're based off the actual goblins from the movie, but I think they are. Which is also really cool. They kept the character designs. I mean, of course it looks different in the 8-bit presentation, but wow. This is really faithful. I think I got that, which I read as lipstick on the guide. I think it adds more time to your time counter, like instantly. I think there's a pause menu where you can check out stuff. So if I pick up this book, I don't know if I got the book, but there was a book there that's supposed to add to your time as well, I think. Let's check out my... Oh no, you have to actually select the book. Okay, so we've got different items here, and the top one where it says 70, that's your gold or your currency, and you can use that to buy items later on. I'm not sure what these two do, but the book should add some time. So now I have 13 hours, or it goes by minutes in this. I guess a minute is like an hour in the movie, or what it should be. It's supposed to be 13 hours, but they count down like 13 minutes, essentially. Got a doorway here, which I'm not sure if that was the right place to go to, but... Oh my god. I know I'm getting attacked here, but, so now we're at the, hedge maze. This is really cool. It's got the magic dance music, what David Bowie sings. Put that magic spell on me. Do 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 do. Put that magic spell on you. Do 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 do. It's so cool. It's like it's got the David Bowie song in here. And it's like spot on rendition of it too. There's another worm. I don't know what he says. There's a yes or no this time. I think. I guess he gives me hints. I think I have to like select one and pay him those items for it. So yeah, there's that item counter up on the top that says 99. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. This is really cool. This is like, it's like, why didn't I know about this when I was a kid? When I was watching the movie, I would have loved this game. This seems like it would have been a great hit in North America. This is like a really faithful adaptation. Like a lot of NES movie games are, they stray pretty far from the source material, but this one is like, it's like spot on. it's like too good to be true. Oh, this guy's huge. I think I'm supposed to stick to the outside area. I don't know, I'm probably already lost by now. Oh, there's a thing down here. What's this? What is this? Can't enter it. I don't know what it is. I think we hit a dead end. Here's a coin. At least we got some good music to jam out to. Okay, now I don't know where I am. I think I activated something, because this is like a maze where it'll change as you go through it. I kinda got stuck there. That was weird. I couldn't move properly. There's the Labyrinth outside wall. Now, I may have to refer to a map, because I remember, yeah. Okay, we already went here. Let's go down here. Bum 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 ba dum bum. Let's get that heart. The heart will allow me to, once again, add it to a character, and then I'll be able to use him once I get 3 hearts. A lot of these fairies, it's kind of annoying how much fairies there are, but I guess that's kind of the point of them. See, look how many there are on screen at a time. It's kind of crazy. Hi. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this because it's so new to me, but it's like, it's familiar because of the movie and how well it follows the movie. And by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you're wondering if I'm going to do a review of this, I am going to do a review of this when the time is right, because I've got to, of course, figure the whole game out, complete the whole game, or as far as I can get, which will probably be the whole game. And then I've got to, you know, form a review around it. So that's going to take a while, but it'll probably be early next year. Because I'm going to focus on this game for a little while. But I just want to get this gameplay up because, I don't know, I thought it was really interesting. This is my first time playing it. Oh, there's a big stash of money. See, now I'm not sure where I am, because the maze is changing as we walk through it. Seems like if you go to this thing, it'll like change it. See look what happened. It's all different now. I'm not gonna, I like warped somewhere. I'm not sure where that is. Oh, there's a key. What does the key do? It took me here. Is that guy with the bird on his hat? Yeah, that's cool. Another character from the movie, minor character, but still interesting. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen the movie, you should probably go watch it if this sounds interesting to you in any way, because it's a really good movie, and they have some really good puppeteering and really good Muppet effects in this movie. It's a lot of really good practical effects too, although there is a little bit of CG in it for the intro sequence. There's actually, I think it's one of the first CG things that I've ever seen in a movie, and it was the CG owl at the start. But that was done intentionally. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's kind of a confusing maze. Like, it's really confusing, actually. I feel like I could get lost here if I didn't have a map. Like, severely lost. Like, more than the Lost Woods lost. Okay, we found our way out of the hedge maze, and I'm not sure how that happened. I just started walking, and I was using a map on the guide, but I'm not sure really what happened. I just kind of, I felt like I was lost, and then all of a sudden I transitioned into this area, so we're back here at this labyrinth part that we were at the very start, which looked like it was the intro opening walls, but maybe this is further in the game. It looks like we're back up near the start, so this game looks like it could be a very confusing, complicated labyrinth maze of a game. Very appropriate, but maybe not having the exact same flow as the movie. So we're going to try to figure out, maybe I'm supposed to go a different way from this part. I don't want to use the guide too much today, but I do kind of want to see where this will take us, like, naturally, without a guide. So that took me to an underground part, but there was some money or pickups there. Now we've got... This is where I went before. Let's see if that door is still up here, because that's the door I went through. Yeah, that door up there is where I went last time. So, let's try that again. And, because when I went into the hedge maze the first time, there was a different path. And then if you go to the center of the hedge maze, where the guy is, where you can buy more time, you'll kind of get stuck in a loop. It's like the Lost Woods on Zelda, or something from like a loop around maze. So it feels like you're stuck until you can figure out the pattern to get out of that. Now we're back here, and we did this before, but we kind of messed it up, so let's try to figure this out. I know you're supposed to go up, to the left, and then back down again. There's another heart! And we can get Ludo. I think 3 hearts is what you need to activate him. Oh cool, we got him. And then he'll help us out as we fight. I guess he kind of shields me, essentially. Okay, come, I want him to come with me. It kind of has a, it kind of moves along with you, okay. I thought it was like I had to move them both together. Wait, no, come back, guy. Come back, Ludo. Oh, he's stuck. I don't know if I can get him out of there. I don't think I can get him out of there. He's stuck. Maybe if there's an enemy, he'll come toward it. No? I can't go up high enough for him to move away from the part that he's stuck on. Oh well, maybe he'll come back sometime. Maybe. I don't know, I guess not. don't know if I messed it up or not. I think I might have messed up the pattern. This is really specific patterns on this maze here. We're about to run out of time, too. Yeah, I think we're back on the loop where we're stuck in the middle of the maze now. So according to the guide, I have taken a wrong turn. And what I need to do is go back out of the hedge maze, so I gotta find my way out of this level, go back to the level before it, and then there's something else I need to pick up on the level before this, because I've already technically completed this level. I just need something else to be able to progress. At least that's as far as I can tell from what I've been reading. Well guys, the timer ran out and I was unable to solve my way through the labyrinth. Pretty typical for a first time, but I think it was worth playing and worth checking out initially before I dive into a full review of this game. Now, this game is going to take me quite a while to figure out, mostly because of the way the map's laid out. Not so much because it's in Japanese. I think I can figure out the item descriptions and some of the text later on, but most of it's just figuring out the maze and maps. So I think this is a good game to have a map with, like, sitting next to you as you're working through this game, because it is really confusing, and the map changes as you play. So it's not just a map where you could get lost, it's an ever-changing map that reacts to your gameplay. It's really creative. A couple other things that I really liked about this game was the music choice. They kept the music similar to the movie, adapting multiple songs into the 8-bit sound of the Nintendo. And they actually faithfully recreated, like, this title screen looks really good, the font's right, the animations are all good, the characters look like the characters, they resemble them. Gosh, this game looks really good. It's just really complex with the map system and the way that it keeps changing, which is appropriate for it, but it also makes it really tough. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, Kevin, from Happy Beard Games today, as I checked out Labyrinth on the Nintendo Famicom. Expect a review from this early next year, but it will take me some time once again to get through this labyrinth fully. Alright guys, thanks for watching once again. Bye!